My name is Ray, and I am the creator, owner, founder, mother of Black Grey Bohemian. Oh, I am a mental health ambassador. I am a mental health specialist. I am currently still in studies to, uh, finish my glow up on everything. Uh, it's kind of like a catch-22. Because with the rise of social media and everybody claiming to be like experts about everything nowadays, it kind of dampens the ones who actually go through to work and get the certifications and all of that type of stuff. Like, it's really hard to believe people on the internet nowadays. But I promise, I do have the paperwork and everything to back up my talk. So I'm definitely someone who is on that path, currently on that journey, has experienced that journey, and is doing the work so I can start paying it forward to everybody else who is on their journey. So yeah, there's a lot to me. But I'm not just talking out the side of my face when I come through with these deeds. None of that made any sense. I hope it made sense to y'all. So I actually wanted to talk to you guys about Black Grey Bohemian, my company, and what it is that it stands for, how much it means to me, and how I would absolutely love if I could get your support and backing on it. It came after a failed marriage and a very transformative period from an abusive relationship, and me just realizing something's got to change. If I don't change anything about myself, if I don't change the current path I'm on, if I don't regain control and actively make a difference in my own life, I can't even imagine where things would be. I would definitely still be stuck trying to do something that's not working. I would be insane, because that's the definition of insanity, right? Constantly trying to work something that isn't working. Like, you gotta change it. So I started changing my life around. And in that moment when I was forced home so that I can heal from the abuse that I had just taken on 3 years ago when I created Black Grey Bohemian, I had no idea what direction I wanted this to go in. All I knew for sure was that Black Grey Bohemian was going to be a solid representation of you deserving to be here. Because they tried to silence me and erase me and make sure that nothing was able to come about it. A lot of people just kind of dismissed everything I was going through. Even professionals was dismissing what I was going through. And it was just a very hard and trying time. It was very difficult to have the support, to get that support I needed so that I could start doing the work and start healing and be a better person and learn from my mistakes. It was difficult. So one thing for sure, when I created Black Grey Bohemian, I knew for a fact that it was going to represent the fact that you deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. And come hell and high water, we're going to figure out how we're going to be here. It is indeed a testament to overcoming those hardships, to overcoming those dark nights, to overcoming that lack of support, and still showing up when everyone counted you out. I essentially had a flashlight and was looking in the dark for everyone who was casted to the side, who became invisible, who was forgotten, who was ignored because their pain wasn't that big of a deal because it was invisible to the rest of the world. My initial goal for Black Grey Bohemian, and still is to just be an embodiment of compassion, kindness, strength, and attempting to fill the void and fill that gap of emptiness and lack of support when people need it the most. I saw that there was a lot of lack in my own personal healing and journey, and I wanted to fill the voids. I wanted to fill the gap. I wanted to close in the misconception and the misunderstandings that is between getting from being broken to being made whole again. This whole ordeal started during the pandemic, when a lot of people were starting to really feel their loneliness and realize that they were living a life that was not fulfilling them, that was not suited to them, that their partners weren't who they thought they were, and vice versa. That was me. That was my pandemic story. Is definitely to kick off to all of this. And I had just started opening different lives and allowing people to come in and just kind of unload. We would do some fun tarot readings and just share messages about what's going on in life, and just created this really safe space where people started to unlearn, learn, and relearn about themselves and others. Like, oh, you go through that in life? That doesn't seem healthy. That doesn't seem normal. And like other people being like, oh, really? Well, what do you do? And actually talking and learning from each other who have had similar experiences or have gone through the same things, and sharing that information amongst each other. We were literally healing each other, and it continued to grow, and we created a nickname for ourselves. And 3 years later, we have taken what was just a little social group and amplified it. We have clarified the mission. We now know what it is that Black Grey Bohemian and the Heartbeats actually stand for. And that is advocating for change. That is advocating for safe spaces, for third spaces, for people to be able to take off their armor, remove their mask, actually face their own selves in the mirror and say, I don't like this and I need to change. And actually giving them the love and support and the tools they need to implement those changes properly so that they actually stick. Changing is one of the hardest things to do. Nobody likes changing. It was hard for me. I struggled with my change, but I lucked out. I had a good support that I did have to dig and find. I had to work hard to find the support I needed so that I could make the changes and go through the transitions that I went through so that I can be a better person. And because of those two particular individuals, I was inspired to essentially be them. I wanted to create a space and be a space where people can safely make their transitions and changes for a better them. I went to school. I started mentorship programs. I started just doing regular simple group sessions, testing different homework sheets and all of this. My work started to get noticed. I had articles written about me. I've been on podcasts. Mental health has always been the drive, has always been the passion behind this. Letting people know that they are not alone, filling those gaps, providing resources, helping people question their reality and form new narratives for their lives. Letting people know that there is a life after some type of hardship or trial. Letting them know that you absolutely can start over. You may not want to. I didn't want to, but it is possible, and it is worth it, honestly. I became so committed and devoted to teaching people how to regain control of themselves, how to regain control of their own minds after they've been hijacked, being on social media, scrolling through the toxic filth that's there, being pretty much inundated with all of these negative mindsets, all of these negative thoughts, these different scams. Buy this product, wear this, do this, and just allowing people to pause and breathe and just sit with themselves for a minute. Allowing people to reintroduce themselves back to themselves, and doing that through techniques that I have learned and I'm still learning. And yeah, it's a journey. I created Black Grey Bohemian with one thing in mind, and that is to just care for the forgotten ones who have fallen through the cracks. Forgotten ones like myself. And now I am at a space to where I invite you to come along on this journey and help the forgotten ones who have fallen through the cracks. Maybe even help yourself. Come into a space and be able to start unwiring and rewiring and being happy. It is long overdue for us to start being happy again. It is long overdue for us to break this loneliness, to break this toxic individualism mindsets and start creating again. Start seeing each other again for our uniqueness and celebrating that and supporting that. And of course, breaking the stigma around mental health and talking about it openly and working together to formulate safe spaces and plans to help people come back to who they are. Black Grey Bohemian was created to serve as a reminder that you deserve to be here. And the heartbeats and the chaotic minds that we are so happy that you are here. If this video has found you, if you made it this far, if you liked the message, if you liked the mission, I had a whole script written out. I just bullet pointed it. I'm not one to be ultra professional, but I do hope my passion and my words came across clearly and you got a good understanding of what it is that I'm trying to do here. And I have an entire website that has articles and other things. If you want to deep dive more, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you feel that you would like to support and start becoming a heartbeat yourself or sending us towards other heartbeats that may need it, please do so. But on that note, yeah, please go watch The Gift. By the time this video drops, The Gift will be out. It is on the page. It's a short film about invisible battles and how that one act of kindness can go ahead and change somebody's day. It is also product placement, I'm not going to lie, because we're trying to do something here. Currently launching this campaign, I am spearheading a mental health campaign. Look at Domo. But yes, I'm currently spearheading a mental health campaign that just launched. This is one of the hoodies that you can get. You can adopt a hoodie for people who have signed up that are unable to get a hoodie themselves for whatever reason. You can go ahead and gift it and let them know that somebody in this world does care and that they are in their corner. Check out the sleeve. The sleeve is super cool. Yeah. And it glows in the dark. And yeah, so I'm gonna start dropping more videos. You're gonna start seeing more shorts. And we need to turn this boat around. It is not too late, but we are definitely getting close. And not close to the point where like it won't be able to ever turn back around. It'll just be much harder than it needs to be if we don't start addressing things now. So yeah, thanks for staying. And you deserve to be here. Go check out Black Grey Bohemian to see what it is that we're trying to do. And if you feel compelled, please support. Get a support hoodie. Adopt a support hoodie. And let's start making magic.